People that have experienced a heart attack, what does it feel like? By 1 Happy Empathy. My son was 16 and described it as butterflies in his heart. Until his aorta ripped and he then just screamed and held his heart, kidneys and then his ribs. I watched all of this while driving him to hospital. It was horrific and even now gives me chills. Thankfully DRS saved his life and he lives a relatively normal life now. Edit, Type A aortic dissection. By 249BA36000029BBE 9749. It wasn't that bad, so I wasn't sure it was a heart attack. A few months later I went to my GP, and an EKG showed it was a heart attack. By Lgitman. 24 hours prior I had a sharp pain in my back, near the shoulder blade. Along with severely blurred vision, heavier breathing. Walking was much slower, and short walks of 10 to 20 feet felt like I ran a marathon uphill for an hour. Along chronic vomiting and fatigue. All at the age of 15. By Happy Burger. I felt like I had intense heartburn. After it didn't go away and I started having shortness of breath, I woke up in the middle of the night, drove myself to the emergency room so they could tell me to relax. They ended up giving me some stents instead. Why do you ask? If you feel like it might be one, go to the hospital, better safe than sorry. By outside_scientist 365. This is such a great question, but I would ask folks to consider adding their sex when they post. Turns out biological females experience heart attacks much differently than biological males, but medicine really only teaches everyone, including doctors, to look at the male version as the classic heart attack, chest pain grab arm thing. This problem isn't specific to heart attacks, but it's such an important one to examine and fix. By Snowbat. I was mowing the lawn, then took a break. I eventually noticed my chest really hurt, across from armpit to armpit, a perfect half bath towel rectangle of pain. It felt like every front-facing rib was in a vice, front and back. 2 days and 3 stents later I was home. When my dad had his heart issues, his chest didn't hurt, rather it felt like a toothache in his shoulders. By D0N0 thing. Technically not a heart attack since my heart is structurally fine and I had an arrhythmia that caused cardiac arrest, but the few days before that I had a lot of skipped heartbeats. Much more than normal, but otherwise I felt perfectly fine. Next thing I remember is waking up in the hospital after a 24 hours artificial coma, having had 12 arrests over a period of 5 hours, having had to get shocked every time, something I have no memory of. I don't even remember calling emergency services, but apparently, I did. Docs say I was awake and conscious between each episode, but I remember nothing. It's not painful and I don't remember if I felt it coming at the moment itself. I'd just be dead poof like that at 38 years of age, as a healthy, athletic man who has never had any cardiac symptoms before. Now I have an implanted defibrillator in my chest. By Harpoa 555. Well, my dad was stabbed in the heart before, and he said the heart attack felt about 100 times worse. Thanks and see you in another video.